The AR-15 platform is pretty endless, and you can chase that dragon till you run out of money or you die. Having one rifle that you train with all the time, that you get good at, and you have like thousands of rounds through, and is very capable in your hands and does everything that you need it to, is a viable option, especially in today's economy, in these times. I think having one rifle to rule them all is something that everyone needs to strive to. Don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of buying ARs because I see them and I'm like, dude, I should build a Mark 18, I should build a Mark 12, I should build a carry handle AR, I'm gonna make Gary Gordon's rifle. I'm guilty of that, and I've spent money doing so. But I think kind of getting some discipline when it comes to your finances and being like, you know what, let me buy this one rifle, train with it, get good, and then go from there. For me, I didn't do that. Kind of like a lessons learned thing. I started with a crappy Ruger that's in another video, still have it. Moved to like PSAs, and then got one of the Saber PSAs, which I still have, and it's a great rifle. And I was like, dude, I need like a duty rated rifle. I did a video on this, but my 14.5 URGI is my do-it-all rifle. It's a jack of all trades, master of none, which is fine with me. I think everyone can kind of learn from this setup and this mantra. Don't get me wrong, having a rifle like that, like an SPR or a DMR, something bigger, is great. Having that capability is fun and is very important, but it's not really practical for me. I've shot that rifle up to 600 yards. Hey. If I shoot somebody at 600 yards, period, I'm gonna go to prison. You'd be hard pressed to find a jury to say, oh yeah, that was justified. Now, is that capability and that skill set great? It is. Being an all-rounded shooter can include long range, and then I think that's something everyone should strive to. And shooting that thing is fun, and I love it. Talk about end times or without rule of law, there's riots. The country's kind of in a rough time right now, politically and economically and socially. Having something that you can grab and that you're capable with is vital. So for me, living in my neighborhood and everything, and going out on the road, and where I live, pretty urban, there are some long distances and such, like where I shoot, but I don't frequent those places a whole lot. So for me, a red dot and a magnifier is great. It's a 3x magnifier. It works just fine, mostly for positively identifying. You take it off, use it for scanning and such, put it back on. It's very versatile. I love the magnifier. This thing has the capability of being suppressed, which is super important. It's still loud. It's 5.56 out of a 14-inch barrel or 14.5-inch barrel. It's not as loud as like an actual gunshot. And if I shot this in a city, I'm not talking like New York or whatever, but like in town, like it's gonna echo off buildings and such, but the suppressor helps. Plus the flash reduction is great. Other than that, like I've done a video on this thing. It's your pretty typical 14.5. If you live like out in the countryside, such, maybe something like that, 16-inch SPR, or maybe something with an LPVO is better. And then if you live in the exact opposite of that, maybe an SBR or an AR pistol would be better for you. But the point is to get one gun, become great with that, and then go from there. I've exclusively been shooting my 14.5 for a couple months now, pretty much since I got it. And then once I got the suppressor, every now and then I'll bust out the SPR. That's pretty much it. All of my like PSA guns, even like my Saber, that's my home defense gun, I've kind of been collecting dust, and I'm okay with that. Having all these rifles is great. You can hand them out to people if that's your thing. Having backups is great. But having one solid setup is what every serious gun owner should shoot for, no pun intended. Quality optics, quality parts, quality ammo, and then just get great with that. Brands like Geissele, Daniel Defense, BCM, of course. I would say Guns of Liberty, Sons of Liberty Gun Works, but they're going through a little rough patch right now. But they make quality stuff. Point is, get a quality brand that you trust and just train with it. Get good with those and then branch out. I'm not saying don't buy a bunch of ARs, especially if you're in a state like Virginia that's going through an assault weapons ban right now. Yeah, buy all the lowers that you can. Get one and train with that exclusively. One note, if you can just have one gun, it is what it is. But if you have multiple weapons, I would not have like your go-to-war rifle be your home defense gun. If you use that in a home defense situation and you smoke somebody, whether you kill them or not, that gun is going to be a part of an investigation. So if somebody breaks into my house and I have my can on, like all this is getting taken as evidence, and I would be without a gun, a rifle for the end times. So that's why my PSA is my home defense rifle. Another thing to consider is every piece on that rifle is going to be taken into consideration when it comes to the prosecution of you. So if you have a dust cover with some writing on it, they're going to use that against you. If you have a suppressor, they're going to use that against you. If you have special ammo, no matter what it is, they're going to use that against you. So having a pretty basic all-black gun, they're still going to use that against you. Without any crazy stuff on it, it is better for your defense. Just something to consider. But yeah, have one rifle to train with, and then go from there. Like I said, I'm not saying just buy one gun, buy all the guns you want. I'm all for it, but train heavily with your one go-to-war gun. And parts are gonna wear out, replace them. Most of the stuff in there is pretty inexpensive. Get yourself a high-quality bulk carrier group and go to town. Take courses and such. That's what I'm gonna do with my 14.5. So thanks for watching.